the world of sprinting moves fast. New stars emerge every season, records fall unexpectedly, and fans are constantly searching for the next athlete who will dominate the sport. Yet through all the changes, one name continues to remain at the center of the conversation: Noah Lyles. Just when people begin wondering whether his reign at the top is coming to an end, Lyles finds a way to remind everyone why he is one of the most dangerous sprinters of his generation. That reminder arrived once again under the bright lights of Rome. The atmosphere felt less like a regular Diamond League meeting and more like a global championship final. The stands were packed, the expectations were enormous, and the field featured some of the fastest athletes in the world. Among them were young talents eager to prove that the future of sprinting belonged to a new generation. But when the gun fired, Noah Lyles showed exactly why experience still matters. His start was solid rather than spectacular. Several athletes appeared faster through the opening meters, but that has never been the phase of the race that defines Lyles. Throughout his career, he has relied on something far more valuable: patience, rhythm, and one of the most devastating finishing gears the sport has ever seen. As the race unfolded, the familiar pattern began to emerge. Lyles gradually built momentum through the middle section of the race. While others were already fighting to maintain their speed, he looked relaxed and controlled. Then came the final 30 meters, the phase where Noah has built his reputation as one of the greatest closers in sprinting history. Suddenly, the gap disappeared. Stride after stride, he accelerated past his rivals and powered toward the finish line. The result was another victory, another sub-10-second performance, and another statement to the rest of the sprinting world. Yet the significance of this race extended far beyond a single win. With that performance, Noah reached an extraordinary milestone: the 30th legal sub-10-second 100-meter race of his career. For casual fans, that number may seem impressive. For those who understand sprinting history, it is remarkable. Breaking 10 seconds once can define an athlete's career. Many elite sprinters spend years chasing that barrier and never achieve it. Others manage to do it only a handful of times before injuries, age, or competition prevent them from repeating the feat. Noah Lyles has now done it 30 times. That level of consistency separates great athletes from legendary ones. Speed alone is not what creates an all-time great career. Longevity does. The ability to remain elite season after season, despite changing competition and growing expectations, is what truly defines greatness. And few athletes in modern sprinting have demonstrated that quality better than Noah Lyles. What makes his journey even more fascinating is that it has not followed the traditional path of a sprinter. Historically, many of the world's fastest athletes reach their peak in their early 20s before gradually slowing down as they approach 30. Lyles has done the opposite. Instead of fading, he has continued to evolve. Rather than relying on the talent that made him famous as a teenager, he has transformed himself into a more complete athlete. His race execution has improved, his confidence has grown, and his ability to perform under pressure has become one of his greatest strengths. The evidence is impossible to ignore. Some of the best years of Noah's entire career have come recently. The seasons since 2023 have produced world titles, Olympic success, and some of the fastest performances of his life. That is not the profile of an athlete holding on to past glory. That is the profile of an athlete still building his legacy. To fully appreciate how remarkable Noah Lyles' consistency has been, it is necessary to look back at where the journey began. The breakthrough arrived in 2018. Competing in Kingston, Jamaica, Lyles broke the 10-second barrier for the first time, clocking 9.93 seconds. For many sprinters, such a performance would become the defining achievement of an entire career. For Noah, it was only the beginning. That season established him as one of the brightest young talents in athletics. But even then, it was clear that he was different from many of his rivals. While most elite sprinters eventually specialize in either the 100 meters or the 200 meters, Lyles developed into a rare athlete capable of world-class performances in both events. That versatility would become one of the defining characteristics of his career. Over the years, he has broken 10 seconds in the 100 meters across 8 different seasons. At the same time, he has achieved something equally extraordinary in the 200 meters, maintaining a streak of sub-20-second performances that has stretched across an entire decade. Think about what that means. 10 consecutive years of world-class performances in one of the most physically demanding sprint events on the planet. 10 years of maintaining elite speed while adapting to injuries, changing competitors, evolving training methods, and the relentless pressure that comes with being one of the biggest names in the sport. Very few athletes in history have managed that level of longevity. When comparing Noah Lyles to some of sprinting's greatest legends, the discussion becomes increasingly interesting. Names such as Johan Blake, Tyson Gay, Justin Gatlin, and Asafa Powell immediately come to mind. All of them produced extraordinary careers and some of the fastest performances ever recorded. Yet, Noah's combination of success in both sprint events gives him a unique place in that conversation. Every season in which he breaks 10 seconds in the 100 meters or 20 seconds in the 200 meters adds another chapter to a resume that continues to grow stronger with each passing year. There is only one athlete who remains clearly ahead of him when it comes to combining longevity and elite performances across both events: Usain Bolt. Bolt's achievements remain the gold standard of sprinting excellence. He spent an entire decade running under 10 seconds in the 100 meters and maintained sub-20-second performances in the 200 meters for 12 consecutive years. Those numbers seem almost impossible, yet remarkably, Noah Lyles is moving closer to them. If he continues performing at his current level for the next few seasons, some of Bolt's longevity records may no longer seem untouchable. The fact that such a possibility can even be discussed illustrates just how exceptional Lyles' career has become. What makes this even more impressive is his current stage of life. Many sprinters begin showing signs of decline as they approach their 30s. Speed becomes harder to maintain, recovery takes longer, and younger athletes start closing the gap. Noah appears to be resisting that trend. His confidence remains high. His speed remains elite. Most importantly, his competitive fire appears stronger than ever. Perhaps that is why he continues thriving whenever doubts emerge. Every few years, a new sprint sensation captures headlines. Fans become convinced that the next superstar has arrived. Predictions spread across social media. The conversation shifts toward the future. And then Noah Lyles responds. He responds with victories. He responds with championship performances. He responds with moments that remind everyone why he remains one of the defining athletes of this era. That mentality may ultimately become the most important part of his legacy. More than the medals, more than the records, more than the statistics. Because the greatest champions are not simply fast, they are resilient. And if recent seasons have taught the sprinting world anything, it is that betting against Noah Lyles is rarely a good idea. The next chapter of his career is still being written. The records continue to grow. The milestones continue to arrive. And if his performance in Rome is any indication, Noah Lyles may still have some of his greatest moments ahead of him.